Hello and welcome to Retro Core. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 4K webcam. Just recently picked this up. It's not too expensive, about 7,000 yen here in Japan. And the reason I picked this up is because I do intend to do more live streams, or at least some pre-recorded Let's Play videos. And the webcam I have is currently only 720p. Apparently this one can do 1080p at 60 frames per second or 4K at 30 frames per second. Let's get it out of the box first and see what it is. Alright, so we'll get it out of this shrink wrap. And now what we'll do a comparison with this against the logical webcam, which I currently use, which is only 720p at 30 frames per second. So this is going to be a big improvement either way. And to be honest, Logitech isn't that bad. But it is lacking, in features. So let's get this open and see what we get in the box. It's well packed, I'll tell you that much. So I picked this one up from Amazon. And I'm sure you can get it from Amazon all over the world. I got it from Amazon Japan, of course. Okay, so here we go. This is the actual webcam itself. And, oh, I like that. It's got a little shutter on there. Nice. And I wonder if that's controlled by this. Yeah, there we go. So that's nice. It's got a little shutter on there, so we've got some privacy. Good to see that. And we can see there, we've got the on and off switch for the shutter. At the back, we've got one USB-C input for charging, or basically powering the device, I should say. And the stand is the typical. Yeah, it looks like a typical stand there. We just kind of clip it on to your monitor like that. Also, we've got a mount for a tripod. So let's take a look inside the accessories box and see what's in here. Obviously a USB-C cable, I would imagine. Okay, so we've got a little manual here. We've got a nice USB-C cable there. This has got a nice rubberized feeling to it. Seems to be quite long as well. Nice. And a little carry case. It's quite nice, isn't it? Nice little carry case to put the webcam in. Alright. So let's just take a quick look at the specs in the manual and see what it actually says this webcam can do. Now, taking a look in the manual didn't actually tell me the specs of this thing. But if we take a look at the original page where I bought from here on Amazon, we can see that it does 4K at 60 frames per second, which is kind of false advertising, because if you actually read the buff, it says 4K 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second. The good thing is that it does have a built-in microphone, which is really good, and apparently it's very sensitive to light. Nice. And it has a good autofocus. Let's give it some examples there of 4K and 1080p. Somehow I don't think 1080p looks that bad. What is interesting is that it does have a pretty decent 8 megapixel sensor according to this. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see how good the video quality is. Alright, so, another good point, we've got an 88-degree field of view, which is better than the current camera I'm using. So what we'll do is we'll connect this up to the PC and configure it. Now, to configure the camera, we have to go to the actual web page and download the actual accompanying software for it. So we go here, support, and this is what we want, the Emeet link download. So let's get that for Windows and we'll download it. I did try and configure it using OBS, but the image was a bit dark, and according to the manual, you should configure the camera with this software. So let's install the software and see how it goes. Okay, here we are in the Emeet software, and it doesn't look like this software likes my ultra-wide monitor. I'm not sure if you can see this, but where the mouse is placed on the screen is actually different to where I should be clicking. Alright, let's try and get the brightness up a little bit here. See if I can change that. I can't do anything. You know, this software sucks. Tell you what, I'm going to go straight to, yeah, look at that. I'm clicking on settings there. You know, I'm going to go, let's just see if there's a software upgrade. No, it doesn't seem to be any software upgrade. You know what? This software does not seem to be, oh, there's an update to the firmware. Let's just update the firmware first. Look at that, updated the firmware and the picture is perfect now. Man, that's a bit, this software sucks though. Alright, let's give it a this. Alright, so the camera seems to be okay, but the software sucks. Okay, so into OBS we go. Okay, so here we go. We've got the video recording through the new camera up here. As you can see, if I cover it with my fingers, it's perfectly acceptable. And let's see how well it focuses. Is it going to focus in on the hand there? Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's do something a little bit easier. Focus in on that, please. Yeah, it's a little bit slow to focus, isn't it? There we go, it's focused in. And take it away. Focus back on me. Yeah, that was pretty quick. Let's see if we'll focus again. Ah, that's not too bad. Pretty decent. And back on me. And yeah, it seems to be working pretty good. And as you can see, that is a pretty good 4K image there. And the sound that you're listening to is actually coming from the little microphone here. So if I tap on it, yeah, it kind of freaked it out there. Now, what is a little bit weird is there seems to be a bit of a delay on here. Now, I don't normally get this delay, so that is a little bit strange. But there you go. I'm not sure why that is. Let's put into 1080p mode and see if we still get the same delay. Okay, so the camera is now in 1080p mode. So you're going to be looking at a direct feed from it right now. And as you can see, that direct feed is pretty decent even in 1080p. I'm doing it in 1080p 30 because this is a 30 frames per second video. Now going back to my recorded footage from this camera here, you can now see that there is no more lag. So I think that is a limitation of this PC. I'm doing the 4K stream there is what was causing the lag, but 1080p, no problem. Alright, so let me just see, check the focus again in 1080p, see if it's any quicker. No, it seems to be about the same. What's that out of? Actually, that picture's out of focus. Let's go on the writing. There we go, not too bad. And back here. Yeah, it's pretty decent at doing the focus. Alright. So, there you have it. Let's switch back over to this microphone now, this one down here. And you can hear me at a much better volume, I think. So, yeah, that is the just a streaming webcam, and that's from Emeet. Now, I'm going to be honest, the Emeet software, that kind of sucked. I'm trying to figure out where to look. I'll look at that camera there. So the Emeet software, that sucked big time, and yeah, I do not recommend that. Just configure the camera, just upgrade the firmware, and then configure the camera in OBS. You'll be much better off. It works much better. Alright, well, there is a very quick video of the Emeet camera. It looks like I'm going to be happy with this one, and this old Logitech up here is going to have to say goodbye. Yeah, so 720p Logitech, it worked well, but it's time to say goodbye now. The Emeet 4K is here. Alright, till next time guys, keep on gaming and enjoy your games, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya. Let me just see if this little thing switches off the camera. No, the camera's still recording. Never mind.